The Satanic temple is trying to protect our kids. Hey guys, Pastor Richard here. You know, today is March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day. I woke up this morning and on my phone in my news feed was a picture of a billboard right outside of Fort Worth, Texas, that has the Satanic temple emblem on it, and it states, "Never get hit in school again. Exercise your religious rights." And at the bottom they have a little website you can go to learn about your religious rights. I mean, look here real quick. Look, I'm going to move over and I'm going to show you right here. You see right here? This is a picture of the billboard. Do you see that? Look at that thing. And that is up right outside of Fort Worth, Texas. Now let me start off by saying that nothing, and let me repeat that, nothing ever will come good out of Satan. The Holy Bible says there is no good found in him. So therefore nothing good is going to come out of him. Oh, and some people sit there and say, oh, well, that's a good thing, you know, not to let the kids get spanked at school. No, that's not a good thing. Let me tell you something. I am a big, firm believer in spanking children. Yes, I am a firm believer in that. I am not into beating a child, but yes, when a child is in the wrong and they have done something that should be worthy of a spanking, they need to be spanked. Oh, I know. There's a lot of other things you can do other than spank a child. You can put them in timeout. You can take away their cell phones. You can take away their TVs. You can ground them. Well, let me tell you something, folks. All that is doing is giving your children an inconvenience. And guess what? It doesn't hurt nobody. I mean, we as adults are inconvenienced on a daily basis by getting stuck in traffic going to work. Guess what? It doesn't hurt, but it's an inconvenience. But guess what? We still do it, don't we? Because it's just an inconvenience. But let me tell you something. When you spank a child and you make their butt hurt, guess what? They will correlate with, hey, when I mess up, it hurts. Now, there's always a few of those, especially the psychologist and the therapist and all these other brainiacs that sit there and say, oh, well, spanking a child just shows them that hitting is okay, or if they didn't get what they want, hitting is okay. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Spanking a child shows them that, hey, this hurts. Spanking hurts. If I do this, it's going to hurt me. Not inconvenience me, but it is going to hurt me. So why would Satan want to put up a billboard that says, don't get hit in school? Because he's trying to raise up a whole generation of rebellious adults. If you go in through the history and you see people from the 50s and the 60s and even into the 70s and 80s where people were being spanked for misbehaving, guess what? We still had a few bad people. We still had a few bad apples, but it was like a handful and that's it. But guess what? You take away all that spanking and you make it sound like spanking and discipline is such a horrible thing and nobody wants to do it no more and nobody wants their kids to be spanked anymore. Guess what? You're not going to get a handful of rebellious children. You are going to end up with a whole generation of rebellious adults. I mean, do you honestly believe that Satan gives a darn about if your kid is spanked in school or not? I mean, do you think he really cares about if your child is spanked? He ain't worried about your child being spanked. He wants your child's soul. He wants your soul. He ain't worried about who gets spanked. And don't worry, I know there's going to be some backlash coming from some other people, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of comments on this video about it. saying that, oh, well, it's just a freedom of religion, Pastor Richard. It's part of the American right. It's freedom of religion. You have freedom of religion. Well, guess what, folks? No, I don't. You know why? Because I am not religious. See, my God came down in a human form. He lived a perfect life. He died on the cross for my sins, and he was raised to life 3 days later, and he now sits in heaven, alive. That is not a religion. That is a he. His name is Jesus Christ. And I do follow Jesus Christ. That does not make me religious. That makes me a disciple. I am a disciple of the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am. You all have a blessed week, and keep spreading the gospel of Jesus.